Morning legends, and today we are the East Martindale Fells. So we've just parked at the church now. It's going to be 8:30 when we're starting off, and we'll bring you back when we get some ascent. One of the steepest starts to a walk I think we've seen so far. But legends, let's go and tackle it. I'll bring you back at the top of this when I'm panting and out of breath. Oh yes. So this is going to be everything we're walking along later on. But we've got an extra little bag here. Steel knot. Path adjacent.
Not intentional.
Not intentional, but it is what it is. Let's go. Yeah, so lesson learned there. Came straight out of the car park at the church. Knew it was steep, the first section. Followed another guy straight up a steep slope. And it was straight up to Steel Knot. And that is not the way. So it was like 400 metres ascent and then 400 metres back down to get back on the path that we should have started on. So we're going to be 45 minutes to an hour behind.
Yeah, we're 56 now.
So, unfortunately, that's that. But, you know, we've made that mistake, so you don't have to now. So when you come out to the car park, don't go straight up, hook a left. Right, we're going to tackle this now. I'll bring you back at the top.
We're back on, mate.
Back on path, legends. Look at the views here, guys. Unbelievable. When we got to the top, we're going to have a coffee and I'll point some of these peaks out and some of the ones we're going to do. So we'll bring you back at the top. So you see right in front of us, Hailing Fell, Common Fell. Right in the very distance, we probably can't see it, it's just in the cloud, flattens out, is Helvellyn range, Kidsty Pike. So I'm hoping this cloud clears when we get round to the other side down this way, where the nab is and high rise, where we're going later, and we'll be able to get some more views and point some more out. But one of the toughest starts to a walk we've done so far, I reckon, Phil.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
just a slog up.
But worth it for that. Look at that view. Absolutely stunning, mate. I know I say it every time, but it's stunning.
That's Bonscale Tower.
Bonscale Tower. So this is Bonscale Pike. So here we are. Bonscale Pike. Bagged and tagged. Let's have it. Well done, Phil.
Well done, Mossy.
It's a tough start, that, to the day.
It's horrible.
Very tough, but we got through it, and here we go. This is the view. Stunning, mate. That's where we're going to be coming from later. So we'll just spin back round. I'll show you where we're off to now. Unbelievable views of Ullswater. And that is now where we're going to go down this path up to Arthurstone, I believe it's called. And then we're going to hook a right, come down this ridgeline, then back on ourselves slightly over the top, and then your high rise and everything's in the far distance. So yeah, we're going to crack on. Arthur's Pike, 533 metres. Looks like we're getting a bit of rain in. We're going to walk towards the rain by the looks of it. We'll head up there, we'll walk towards the sun, eh? So there you go, 2 in the bag. So this is the Roman road that we're heading across now. Wainwright. This takes us up to Loadpot Hill on this Roman road, third Wainwright of the day. So we'll bring you back when we hit the peak of that. Phil going strong there, look at him. Legend. Yes, lad. Phil has alarmingly, ridiculously stated that he believes the weather will not get any worse than it is at the minute. Who says that when they're out hiking? Unbelievable. You always stray on the side of caution and say, oh, it might be getting worse than this. But not Phil. Then again, optimism. Stay optimistic, people. I'm always telling people to be positive. So yeah, stay positive and cut to us holding on for dear life on the side of an hill. 100-mile-an-hour winds and rain. But no, to be fair, it isn't anywhere near as windy as I thought it was going to be today so far. But we've got a bit of elevation to go. It might get a bit windier as we get higher up. But yeah, tough start to the day. But hopefully, stick on this path for a while. Make some time up. Oh yeah. Just saying, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being horrendous and 10 being unbelievable. Awesome. How cool do I look? And Phil's gone in with an 8.4, but he might have just changed it to an 8.9 because of the orange coat. I'm taking that, mate. Looking good.
I get a 9 straight off just with the Paramore though.
Phil does get a 9 just for having the Paramore coat on. Looking cool, cool AF. So yeah. Just as it starts to rain, you know, as Phil said, the weather would not get any worse than it was. Super stuff. Great work, Phil. Brilliant. Gonna clear up, he says. So here we are, Loadpot Hill. Made it up there, bagged that. Well done, Phil. Here we go again. We just had a quick coffee. Really a quick skim round. Here we go next, Wether Hill. 674 metres. As always, I'll put metres and feet below. Little pan round. We're going to grab a sandwich here before we plod on. We're going to try and make some time up. So we're going to grab something to eat on the run and crack on. But yeah, Wether Hill, 4th Wainwright of the day, I think. So, you know. Yuppie Wigginner. Yuppie Wiggins, gran there. The Wigginner eating olives, what's going on? Alright, actually that's nice. Oh my word, it's a sensation.
You having that?
Lovely. What's this birdie there? Wildlife on one. Yeah, so we're just having a little test. The last little microphone cover was picking up the wind quite badly, so we've put the dead cat on now, the big fluffy job. So we'll see if we can cut some of the wind out with this. Looks mad, but if it does the job, it does the job. But look at these views, man. Beautiful. What a time to be alive. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else in the world, mate. So, yep, we're off on our way up to high rise now. So we're just following the path along the wall, and I think it cuts across at some point. I'm just going to check now to make sure it cuts across. Now, we've had a look at the map, and it is continue straight up. So
we're actually path adjacent, if you want to be honest.
We are path track adjacent. Track adjacent.
Trail adjacent.
Trail adjacent. New podcast coming soon. We're always going the right way, just slightly left or right of the trail. So trail adjacent will be our Wainwright Walks podcast, where we'll recap our walks in the fells, and then we'll have different ones for wild camping and, you know, the mental health stuff. But yep, off to high rise we go, Phil.
It's a bit of low cloud here, isn't it?
You know, walking into a bit of crappy cloud stuff, so maybe no views at the top of the next one, but we'll bring you back then anyway. We're having it. So going up to this high rise, sort of followed this path all the way up alongside a wall. It's on the right hand side. Now we're going to head through this gate. Path's on the left now. The wall's on the left. What kind of gate is it? A little pole one, look. Oh, nice. Go on, Phil. Oh, gravity. Stop it! Beautiful stuff. Right, so it's up here. High raise. We'll bring you back at the top because it's going to be in the clag, I think, so the views might be minimal, but we'll take a picture with the Peak Finder app so you'll know what to bet. Bring you back at the top. It's back down the valley. Tiny bits of views, but these ridges are gorgeous. But unfortunately we're getting a bit of cloud in now, so we're going to be walking. It's high rise up there, we're walking to that cloud around that ridge, but I said it was going to clear this afternoon, but can't really see that now. Lovely little bit of light on that ridge over there. But, bit of drizzle coming now, so we're going to crack on. She's here, coming into view now. High raise. It's been a real slog that, hasn't it, mate? It's been a slog. Good 2 or 3 false summits there as well. So yeah, there she is. So this is us, mate. High raise, 802 metres, but as you can see, there's nothing to see. So yeah, we're not getting any closer to that. Because that is straight over. So this is Kidsty Pike, 780 metres. Obviously I put feet underneath as always, but mate, this is Deadsville over there. Whoa! Swerve that.
Yeah, it's like 300-400 metres straight down, isn't it?
Yeah, that's death. Don't die, fall down there, so we'll crack on. Bring you back at the next one, guys. Right, Rampshead gill. Oh, bish! There's absolutely nothing to see. We're totally clogged in. Right, so it's the Knott next.
And then rest Dodd.
Then rest Dodd, then the nab. So we'll bring you back shortly. There's nothing to see up here now, totally clogged in. Everything's getting soaked, so we'll bring you back at the next peak. We've gone handheld, 739 metres, the Knott. I think that's 8 today, 2 to go. Still in the clag. Wow, legends. Look at this. Go down the wall. Look at it going up. There's Phil. Jesus. Lost so much elevation. To get up to this rest Dodd now is going to kill us, man. But then it's all down, I think, and we've only got these 2 peaks left, rest Dodd and the nab, and we've smashed it then. So up this is going to be an absolute graft, but then we've absolutely smashed the back out of it. So I'll bring you back at the top of this. So here we are, Rest Dodd, number 9, still totally covered in clag. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to point this way and I'll take a photo on Peak Finder, post that. So the clouds just moved a little bit, boys. And the nab, the last one of the day, it's just there. So within range. So we've just come down that. That's the backside of Rest Dodd, and it was a little bit ropey. It was quite difficult, wasn't it? So this is the ridgeline. So that's the last peak that we're doing. That is the nab, but in the distance here is the where we started, and basically down this entire ridge, and you know a bit further back than that as well. So yeah, 9 Wainwright'S in the bag. Let's go and bang out number 10, Phil.
Yeah.
The nab, mate. Sorry about the wind. Changed the speaker. So here we go. Go 360. I'll tell you what, we're going on. So this is the end. The nab. That's where we were this morning. And up the side of that, over this ridge, all the way along. Couldn't see a thing because we were in that cloud. Where that wall is in the distance there, we came down that, down there, back up, back down, and then up here to the nab. So now, we've got to find a way off the nab. 10 for the day. Yeah, so we've just come down from the nab. It took a little bit longer than expected because we basically got to that little peak you can see there, and it doesn't really show it on this, but it's so steep and it's wet. So we went back up to the trig point at the nab, the summit, and then you can come down on the, well, it would be the left hand side as you're walking up to the nab from Dodd's Rest. So hit that, come down on the left. Now I don't know if you're supposed to, but it's on the OS maps and it's a lot safer. I think if I was to do this route again, I would come this way and do the route in reverse. But like I always say, some of these 36 walks to do all the Wainwright'S, some of the routes are a bit sketchy and you end up in places where you think, I wouldn't really do this normally. So just be careful again, if you're coming out here, check this out before, decide what you want to do. Yeah, so you see it in the background there, mate, that is Steepsville, Tennessee. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely ropey. So, I mean, the only way I'd do that again, I wouldn't do it with my wife and I wouldn't do it with my child. The only way I'd do that again is if I came up here with someone like Phil. So just be really careful when you look at these routes, leg ends, my legends, because you can get it caught out with some really sketchy, dangerous stuff. And you know, on the OS maps, the path's there. It is a path, but you know, it was wet underfoot, there was mud, bog, and it's just safer to go, you know what, for the extra half an hour, let's go and find an alternate route. Yeah. So that's what we've done.
It wasn't technically difficult, but it wet underfoot. It's just like a water slide, that thing.
Yeah, it just wasn't safe. So this is what we've got ahead of us. It's a walk down this valet. Right, legends, we've made it back to the church in the car. Coming down off the nab, it was absolutely treacherous. And then the walk back from the last Wainwright back to this church in the car was huge. massive. But real leg killer. Paths, walking on roads is a killer, innit, after you've been walking in the fells all day. But that's been about 8.5 hours walking, done 25 kilometres, so we've put a good shift in today. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get our kit off and we're going to go to the pub, bring you a little beer review. So stay tuned for that.
Do you want me to like mute music? Nah. You get copyright infringement.
Could have only got you speaking though.
It's a deal, like, it's a lot of money, but it's a deal.
Right, so we're at the Sun Inn. We're going to finish with this pint of Cumberland. So cheers. Grand. 8 out of 10. Belting. Right guys, about to bring you back live from the car. We're on the way home, but we've picked up Thatcher's Blood Orange cider and it looks unbelievable and it smells like sherbet. So we're gonna have a swig of this live on camera.
Obviously not, mate.
Oh my, oh, it's elite.
Good man.
Elite.
Out of 10.
10? Can we go higher than 10? It's alcoholic sherbet. Oh, it's an absolute dream. What a time to be alive. Alcoholic sherbet in a can. It's for everyone.